Welcome to the part 2 of the series where we are going to create blog by using Django. In this video, we are going to complete the models.py. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Well, hi, I'm Shubham and subscribe to become better software developer. So now let's directly jump into the code. So we'll stop the project. Let me close this. We'll go to models.py that is inside our blogs. So in models.py, let me remove this. Now let's go ahead and create our models. So when we create models, each and every models will have two common fields. Those are created at and modified at that will store the date and time of when the record was created and when it was updated. So for that reason, and in order to keep our code dry, that means do not repeat yourself, we are going to create an abstract model with these two fields and then inherit that model in each and every field. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll call it as class create update time model. And this will take in models.model. So this is, we have created our class called as create update time model. In this, we'll create two fields created on that will take in models.datetime field, and in this we'll say auto now add. Okay, we'll say auto now add as true. This will store the time when the record was created, time and date of when the record was created. Then we'll create another one updated on. This will take in models.datetime field, and over here we'll say auto now as true. Okay, this will store the latest date and time of when that particular record was updated. And finally, in order to make sure that this is an abstract class, that means this table should not be created separately in our database. So that's why we do abstract, and we'll mention that by creating our class meta. In this we'll say abstract equal to true. So we have created our first abstract class which will consist of these two fields, and it will not be created separately, but this can be inherited, and whichever model it is inherited into, those two models will be created with these two fields. Now let's create our first model that is called as category. So I'll say class category, and of course we'll use this model, will inherit it over here, and every category will have a name, correct? So models.char field, let's say max length of 64, okay, or maybe 50, anything that you want to specify. And we can also have some description for category. This will be models.text field, correct? And let's give null as true. That means it can be nullable. Over here we have created another class called as category. Every blog will have some category, correct? And it inherits these two fields. Basically this model that will create these two fields. And category has two fields. One is name with character field of length, max length of 64. And another one is description, that is text field. When this is translated to front end, that means it will be text area in the front end. And it can be nullable. That means even if there is no answer or there is no text in this, it is fine to create. Now when we create models, right? Actually, let me do this later on because I can show you easily after explaining to you what the issue is. Now let's create one more, that is tag. So I'll say class tag, and this will again take this, and let's copy this name, okay? Because it is same field, so that's why we are copying it. So tag class will also inherit our abstract model, that is create update time model, and it will have only one field called as name. Then finally let's create our main blog post model. We'll call it as post. So class post, this will also inherit the same model, and every post has title, correct? So if I go back over here, I can't, okay, and the project is stopped running. So we'll give title as first field. It will be models.char char field of max length of 100. Then we'll say content, because every blog will have the content, correct? So we'll say this to be text field. Then the blog when it was posted. So date posted. It will be models dot date field. Actually, let's convert this to date time field. And over here, I'll show you how to add this up, okay? Actually, what we can do is simply we can do auto now add as true, correct? So whenever this will store the date of when it was created. Then we will have author field. That means who is the author of this? This will be foreign key field, right? So models dot foreign key, and over here we have to specify something. That means each and every user can be author of this particular blog, right? So where do we get this user from? We haven't created a user model, correct? So for that, we can use Django's inbuilt user model, and let's import that. So for that, we'll do is from django.contrib.auth, I'll say import get user model, okay? And we'll say user is equal to get user model, and then we'll use user over here, correct? And we'll give related name. So this will help us in reverse querying the user. From user we can extract all his blog post. So that time we use this. I'll say posts, and on delete I'll say models.cascade. That means whenever this particular user is deleted, delete all his blog posts, correct? So that is why I'm saying on delete models.cascade. Then let's add foreign key to category and tags, okay? So we'll say category equal to models dot again foreign key field. So foreign key field, this will take in category. Let me bring it up a little bit. Category and related name, again I want to give it as posts, and on delete I just want to set it to be null, correct? So for that we have models dot set underscore null, or you can even do set default and specify a default data for this, but I want to use set null. Then let me copy paste it, and over here we'll use tag and tag, okay? I formatted the document with black. Actually, you know what? Tags can be multiple. Like each and every block can have multiple tags. So let's change from foreign key to many field. Okay. This will consist tag. The related name is fine, but we'll remove this, and instead of this we'll give blank as true. That means it can be blank, okay? Then finally let's store some image, correct? So image of the blog. So we'll say models dot image field. We already have an image field, and over here we can say upload to. Let's specify a folder. So it is post, and we can give some default one also. Default equal to, let's say post slash sample dot png, okay? This means we have created an image field where each and every image that is uploaded along with the post will be stored in this post folder. That will be inside the media folder because we have specified it over here. We'll of course do each and everything, and by default it will take in this, correct? Now each and every post should belong to some particular status, correct? It can be draft status or in public status or archive status, correct? As I had showed in the first video. So let's create some statuses for that first, and then we'll create the field. So we'll say class status choices, okay? Let me fix all the spellings. Status choices. This is models dot text choices, okay? And we'll say draft equal to draft comma underscore, and in this over here we'll say draft again, okay? Let's copy paste this because we can have two more status. One is archive And let me update this to full caps, archive, and publish. Let me again update this to full caps. You know what, this underscore is not defined, correct? So let me import that, and it is not really underscore. How I can show you is, let's copy this, go to net, and let's say that we'll scroll to top on the Django page, and we'll type in text choices. Okay, we don't have anything. Let me enter text choices. Now let's search it, and in models we'll go, because I know for a fact it is present in models. That's why I'm able to take you directly there. So let me figure it out. Okay, let me directly Google text choices, and in model field, okay, here it should be present, as you can see over here. And when I was saying underscore, it is this get text lazy. Okay, we'll copy this and paste it on top. We do it like this. Okay, let me format the document with black. Done. Now finally, let's enter two more fields. One is like. Each and every people can like, correct? And that can be multiple. So that's why we are going to copy paste text, and we are going to say like, and we'll say posts liked. And finally, we'll also call a field called as views, and this will be models dot positive integer field. And by default, it should be 0. Correct? So let's save. And last model we'll create is of comments. So we'll call it as class comment. And this will take in same, this one, this inherit. Okay. Any comment should be on a post, correct? So we will do is post, that will be models dot foreign key to post model, and related name would be equal to comments. And finally on delete, we'll say models dot cascade. It is not case, it is cascade. Okay, then comment will be made by some user, correct? So let's do that, author, and we'll change the name. We'll also change this to comments, that means a related name, and we'll keep the field to be author itself. Finally, we also want content of the comment, correct? So comment can consist of some content. We'll paste it over here, same content we'll use. And we also need is when it was posted, correct? So we can use this date posted. That's it. Now let me format the document, save, and let's open the terminal. Please make sure to activate your environment, okay? And we'll do is python manage.py. For that I need to navigate inside the src. Python manage.py make migrations, okay? And correct, since we are using image, so that's why we need pillow. So we'll do is pip install pillow, okay? Clear pip install pillow. Let it complete, and we'll run make migrations. I made some mistake. Let me check. It cannot be null. Okay, so I've set one field to be null, that is this category, but I have never specified over here that this field can be null. So let's mention it, null equal to true. Okay, this one in post model category field, correct? Save it, clear, will make migrations. Okay, and I made again a mistake. It is null null, not null null. And after that, if we run, as you can see, it was created. Now let's do one thing. Let me clear it. Python manage.py migrate it. Okay, migrate it. That means whatever migration or whatever files are ready, let's create models for that or persist in the database. It is done. Let me clear. Finally, we'll do few more things. Python manage.py. Let's create a super user. Super create super user. I'll say admin, okay? Admin. Yes, it is fine because I'm just using it for local, so that's why it is fine, okay? Let me clear this. This is done. Now, finally, let's go to our admin.py and let's register all the models, okay? So what I'll do is from dot import models, okay? And we'll say admin.site.register. First I'll do is category because we need to create category data also. So models.category. We'll copy paste all. Let's fix this. And we have tag model also. Let's create that. And we have post model also. Correct. We'll save this. We'll create the inline post comments in some other video. But right now let's try to create some objects for these two. Okay. So I'll do is python manage.py run server. We'll go to this and I'll go to admin. So main login and we have these three ready. Let's create a category. We'll call it as tech. Save and add another. It can be blank. So I'll keep space and add. No. I need to add some description. Description related to tech. Save business. Okay. Let's add another business. We'll type in same thing over here. Save. Done. We have two objects created. But over here you can see that category object 1, category object 2. It is not readable, correct? So let's go to model and make it readable, okay? So for that, I'll create a new method over here. Override a method actually def __str__. And we'll give self over here. That is dunder string method, okay? And we'll return with self dot name. Whatever the attributes are available to us. If I save and go back, refresh, as you can see, we are getting the names. So this is better and much more readable as compared to the previous. So let's do this for other models also. And for this one, we'll give title because we don't have name in blog post. And for this one also, we'll give post. The comment is for that particular post. Now let's go ahead to tags and create our tag. What was the tag present in other one? I don't remember it. Let me see if I can figure out a tag. Tag is another tag, okay? So let's add code over here, or coding actually. Anything works. Startup. So now we have our tags and categories created. So in this video, we have successfully created our entire models and we have seen different types of models as well as different types of fields in those models. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.